Hey guys, what is up? It's Young Tactician coming at you with another video. This is 5 important poppy tricks that you should know concerning on how to correctly play the champion, whether you be a poppy main or somebody who's just learning to pick up the champion. These are 5 important poppy tricks you should know. So the very first trick is using your passive Iron Ambassador for the instantaneous shield on a low health minion. So like this one right here, auto attack it, boom, I get the instant shield. You may ask yourself, okay, well, when should I do this? Well, you should do this while you're low HP and you're about to die onto an incoming source of damage, and you have the option of passiving something to get the instantaneous shield. It's really useful. Say if a Karthus is about to R and you're in the minion wave after just killing someone, boom, you get the instant shield. It could save you. Or you're playing a 1v2 situation and you need the instantaneous shield to save you from getting bursted down from a heavy hitting ability like Lee Sin Q or Lee Sin R, for example. Note that this can also be done on things like Scrying Orb or fruit that spawns around the map. So I could just find one right now. There you go, there's a fruit. You could do it on the fruit and it also works. So this is really good trick to know as poppy, and I will show you an example right now. Alright, so tip number 2 on Poppy is that your W actually works on Blast Cone. So Steadfast Presence actually works on champions that are about to take the Blast Cone. So say if this champion decides to take the Blast Cone, you could press W and Steadfast Presence and they won't go over the wall. So for whatever reason, it doesn't work with target dummies within the practice tool, but if you do that in a real game, if that's any champion in the game and you press W there, they will stay here and you will still get knocked back. So it's very useful to deny somebody to go over the wall. Say they're out of mana and they can't use their dash, or they're looking to use the Blast Cone, and you keep them here and then you can just go back around, finish them off with your team or whatever the case may be. I'll be sure to include an example right here. So tip number 3 on Poppy is you can actually preemptively cancel your ultimate if you recall. So right there, I canceled my ultimate preemptively, and that's very useful as it will put your ult on a reduced cooldown. It'll put it on 30 seconds and you could just scare the enemy off by doing so, and then you don't actually have to use your ultimate as well, putting it on a reduced cooldown, meaning that the next time that you may need to use it, it could already be up. So I'll show you guys here again. Hold R, I recall to cancel it preemptively, and then boom, it's on a 30-second cooldown and you get your ulti back. So like I said, this could be like really useful when it's say if an enemy's like chasing you in this situation. To hold my ulti and they start like stutter stepping because they want to dodge it, and you could just like recall it. Or you also have the option of holding it entirely all the way back if you want to cancel it like that. Like I said, if you want to scare them, and you just get your ulti back on a 30-second cooldown, which is pretty nice. I'll be sure to include an example. Another Poppy tip that I could give you guys here is you can actually buffer your Q before flashing, and you could catch your enemies off guard if they're really low. So say if I Q, I could flash and then redirect the position of my Q. Even if my cursor is not facing that way, it will always end up facing the way that your cursor is at the end of the flash. Even if I put my cursor here while I'm casting Q, if I flash upwards, the Q will go and then towards that direction, and you could catch your enemies off guard. So this is really useful for like say if your enemies like at 50% HP, you know they have flash, and you also have flash, but you could catch them off guard by already channeling your Q at a distance and then flashing, so that by the time that you flash, they don't really have time to react or flash away, and then you get the kill on them. So I'll do that again here. So I'll Q this way, and then I flash, and then boom. So it's a nice little trick on Poppy that you could do. You know, this is kind of similar to like set flash W. I think would be the best example of a champion that does this really well, but you could also do it on Poppy. I'll be sure to include an example. Alright guys, this is my last and final trick with Poppy that you could do with her. It's featuring her passive and her E. Essentially, what you want to do is try to cancel the animation of your passive going out, essentially saving you 0.2 seconds of time while Eing at the same time as your passive is coming out. So I'm going to demonstrate here. So there, I canceled my auto attack animation, and I was instantly able to get the E off onto my target. So this, essentially what this is useful for is denying your enemy an opportunity of counterplay when they're low HP and you really want to burst them down for the kill. It's also really useful because your shield will go close to your target based off where you threw it from. But since you threw it here and then you E to cancel your animation, it will land somewhere generally around in this vicinity. Still a bit of RNG to it, but you get to pick up your shield faster, or sometimes it will land directly under your target even, so you could pick it up. So it's very useful for just bursting your target, because if you're running shield bash as well, you could just pick up your shield instantaneously, allowing you thus to burst your target. So I'm going to try to demonstrate here once again. Hopefully I don't mess up. There we go, and then I was able to instantly pick up my shield there. Unfortunately, I don't have an example of doing this in game because I couldn't find any through any of my clips, but I do it without really realizing it because I'm just a Poppy main, I guess. Yeah, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this type of content, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see anything else along these lines, or any specific type of content, want me to try a specific build, I don't know, you can feel free to leave your suggestions down in the comment below. Thank you for watching. Peace.